Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 2020 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to get notifications whenever I post, and I post all the time, just hit that little bell notification. All right, now before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy vibration, also raising our own energy vibration. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, feeling them evaporate into the ether, far away from you. Fantastic. Now let's start with the chakra cards. These are going to show us the chakra energy for this time. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this message and show me clearly. Ooh, these two right here. That's lovely. So we're starting here with, of course, the nice life purpose, not heavy at all card. Now this is the third chakra. This is speaking our life purpose into being. This is also living our life purpose through our words, through our actions, through ourselves. And this is moving closer and closer to the reason why we're on this earth. And then we have dreams, which is the third eye chakra. So opening of the third eye chakra through your dreams. So you're going to find that your angels and your spirit guides really speak to you through your dreams during this time. Your dreams are going to be rather prophetic and also have great meaning to them. So if you can, keep a dream journal by you, but this is also saying that you're going to be solving a lot of problems through your dreams. And let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message. Guide this message and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message. Show me clearly, Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Pisces. Ooh, okay, these right here. Okay. We'll just move these over to the side. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Pisces. Fantastic. And that one over to the side because Spirit wants it to be heard. So the left side is your soul self, okay, your inner self, your private self, and then in the center is your heart, and then we have your public self. And then we have the bonus card that Spirit wants you to hear, and your angels. So we have the King of Swords right here, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Well, this for you, Pisces, is really showing me that during this time, you're kind of, I just see kissing the Barney stone. You have a way with words. And that's not in a bad way at all. It's in a really, really, really good way. You just have this way of connecting with people through words, through this communication of truth and of power and of life purpose and of moving forward. And through your words, you actually have people, you help people to see their life purpose in one way or another. Six of Coins, Lover's card. So you have a strong Gemini energy during this time. This is a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. There you are, right at your heart, Pisces. You come through. as the Moon card, which is you in the major arcana. You're represented by the Cups in the minor arcana. This is a time frame of February 19th to March 20th. We have the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords reversed. So actually, Warrior Queen is a little bit less of a warrior queen during this time, but you have the king and the queen of the same suit from the same deck in a reading. And so this is a soulmate connection. This is somebody being a less kind of swordsy, kind of biting, cutting. So here, that's really, really beautiful. That's really beautiful. Okay. And then you have the Strength card, Leo energy, a time frame July 23rd to August 22nd. The Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands, and air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then you have the Temperance card right here. This is Sagittarius energy, so strong Sagittarian presence, also strong Leo presence. But there's a strong pull towards all fire sign energy here. So you're very passionate about work, and that's what people are seeing about you, this like renewed passion, determination, drive. And then your bonus card is the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something. It's like enough is enough. Now, before we dive deeply into this, let's see the people that you are to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Pisces should be mindful of during July 2020 for money and career? Who are the people that Pisces should be mindful of during July 2020 for money and career? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. So we're starting here with the Prince of Swords. So this is somebody who is way too quick to act. This is somebody who has great ideas. They really do have great ideas. But because they're not thinking things through and they just need to go with it so much, this is somebody who really, they think, yes, but they act more than they think. And that's not going to be something that you really want during this time. So here with the Prince of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you have strong Gemini presence within here. You want to kind of think things through, do your research, and that's what you want of this person. It's not really, you don't get along well with them because they are a bit snippy and they won't sit back and do the work that's needed to be done. Okay, so just be mindful of that. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is really interesting. You're blessed with the Queen of Swords, but you do have the Queen of Swords reversed. So it can be that, they're not speaking the truth. They're not doing what it is that they're supposed to be doing. I see this as a release towards love. I see this as a good thing here. And it can be a good thing for you because you're focusing on this energy and it's like smoothing it down because here you're the king and here you're the queen. But with this Queen of Swords, be mindful of her, that she might be a little bit snippy, a little bit, too focused on what she wants, where she's heading, what she needs to do. And this is really, this is warrior queen energy. This is, I know what needs to be done. I'm going to do it. If your feelings are hurt along the way, kind of get over it, move on, and let's keep going. And that's going to be an energy that kind of rubs you the wrong way, because here with the reverse at your heart, you want a more gentle approach, especially when it comes to words, when it comes to the dealings of things. You want this beautiful kind of nurturing energy to be forward, to be coming forward. And this is what the person isn't giving you. And they don't really understand. They're like, no, these are the facts. If the facts hurt your feelings, let's get over it. And that's going to be something that you find really rather aggravating. And then we have the Queen of Cups, water sign energy, of course, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is somebody who you're actually going to see them too emotional during this time. Like they're just going to be too emotional. They're going to be guided by some, Spirit is showing me some darker emotion. It's not bad. It's just like, it's deep, okay? It's heavy, all right? It's like the blackness of night. It can go on forever, just like the white of day. Well, it's not really white, it's like yellow. But it can go on forever. But the darkness here, there's a depth to their emotion that you're really seeing here, that you're like, oh my gosh, And this is actually really good for them, but it's too much for you. So this might be something that you want to kind of, not avoid, but handle mindfully. All right, this person, because they're going to want to share too much. They're going to want to unload too much on you. And you're like, listen, we just work together, we're not even friends, type of thing. And even if you are friends, it's like, maybe you should be talking to whoever you're upset with or somebody else about this, because it's a lot. It is a lot. And then we have the Prince of Wands reversed. So this is somebody charging forward who really doesn't know what they're doing. They're very enthusiastic in their work, or they're just very reckless. No, that's more it. They're very reckless with their work. They just want things to move forward. They don't really care. And they don't care who they pull down. Like the Prince of Swords, he cares. He cares, if things don't go right, because he wants things to go so right. The reversed Prince of Wands, he doesn't care. He's like, listen, this is work. We need to move forward. We need to make this deal or not make this deal. We need to move forward this way. Make these sales or not make these sales. Do things like this or not. It's up to you. But push. And he's just going to be like, push. And if he'll throw people under the bus. And that's going to be a thing that you're really not cool with. You're like, what the heck? Let's not be so kind of catty about this. And you're starting here with the King of Swords. I mean, you know your mind. You know exactly what you want. You are really looking at things in a very truthful, honest way. There's a transformation that's coming forward with you. And it has to do with balancing your wealth, balancing your prosperity, knowing what it is that you want, what you need, where it is that you're headed. And you're also done. You're done with the hands outs. The hands out to you, the feeling of, not being in control of things. You want things to be balanced. You want things to be just. You want things to be prosperous and beautiful within your life. And that's what you're working towards during this time. And you're achieving. So that is really quite beautiful, because you're done with sneakiness here. I love that you have the 6 and then 2 sevens. So 7 is a number of honesty. Actually, you have 3 sevens. So this is a divine number. You also have 2 8s right here. So 7 is a number of honesty. Yeah. It's a number of mysticism. Okay, so diving into deeper mysticism. And it is a number where if you lie, Pisces, and I'm not saying that you will, but even a white lie, like a little tiny itsy bitsy lie that you don't think anybody's going to really notice, you will get called out on it. And a person who lies worse, like right next to you, they'll be fine. And you'll sit there and be like, well, what about this person? And somebody will literally say to you, we're not talking about them. We're talking about you. Oh my gosh, that's going to get you so mad. So just be mindful of this during this time, that when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your prosperity, just be as honest and upfront, as you can possibly be. Not too honest, not too upfront, not too like those oversharing people, but just honest and upfront. 6 is a nurturing number, so you are being nurtured towards prosperity. 8, you can have a tendency to be a workaholic during this time, but there's also beautiful feminine energy around you. There's this beautiful sense of a coming together of things. You also have yourself crowned with the masculine energy right here. So there's a balance, and there's a working towards your infinity, working towards the endless potential that you have. And so you're balancing the scales when it comes to wealth, and that's a huge thing for you. Love is coming into your life. What you love is moving you forward. New business ideas, a sense of really seeing what's important to you. You're also going to have dual interests during this time. You're going to find yourself working on multiple projects, at least 2, but I can see a lot more coming into play, as it can be later down the road as things gain popularity or prosperity. You start adding and juggling more. So here with the Lover's card, you are really focusing on what you love, what brings you passion, what brings you joy, what brings you success. And that then leads you to the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles is a minding of your crops, is a harvest coming in, is a bounty leading you forward, but also knowing when to pick, when the fruit is ripe, and when to leave it on the tree, on the bush, right here. When to say, okay, no, not yet. Let it grow, let it mature more, let it become. Right? So there are dreams that you're going after. There are dreams that you have in the background. Okay, seeds that you are planting in your garden. And it's like, they're not to the forefront yet. It's like, not yet here. Look at this. Focus on what you have before you. Focus on the task that you have before you, Pisces. Because that's going to be powerful in leading you towards your bounty. Because personally, it's like, okay, you know your mind. You're balancing the scales. You're following what you love. Do not think that all of this has to come in the month of July, or, tomorrow. Know that things take time. And as you nurture things, as you let them grow, as you embrace this prosperity, you nurture and you develop yourself. You develop what is needed. And at your heart, there's you. There's the essence of you at your heart, your passion, your power, your beauty, your prosperity, your abundance, there are fears there too. Now, fears come through. Why? Because we evolved to remember fears more so than almost anything else. Because it's our ancestors who didn't get eaten by the bear, who didn't, eat the bad berries, who didn't, get mauled by a lion. They got to live. And so when we remember what we're not supposed to do, it helps us survive. But in a world where we're not, hunting our own food and we're not foraging in the forest, or at least most of us aren't, a good portion of us aren't, there is this sense of this anxiety needing to go somewhere. And it builds up this flight or fight mentality within a world where you have nothing to fly or fight from. And so here, it's looking at the deeper stories of things. It's looking at the deeper meanings, the deeper truths. And it's also saying, okay, so, things get uncomfortable, and they do. And if they get too uncomfortable, maybe you need to speak to somebody, okay? If they get too much, opening up and saying to somebody, this is too much. And a professional, that would be highly beneficial, okay? Also, if you want to do, chakra cleanses, healing cleanses, those also are very helpful. Just a sense to calm and center yourself, meditations to move you forward. Let me know if you would like me to do meditations with you guys online, because there is a sense of calm and peace and prosperity needing to move us forward. And here, there is that peace coming in. There's also that understanding of the duality of life and knowing that once you conquer your fear, I mean like anybody, Pisces, but once you conquer your fear, Pisces, once you sit there and turn the I can'ts into I cans, the world starts opening up to you in a very real way, in a very powerful way. And it leads you to the Seven of Swords. It's taking up your knowledge, it's taking up what you desire, and it's moving forward. All right? It's leaving some things behind because you don't need it. It's overwhelming, it's not necessary. And as you move forward towards where it is that you need to be, you move forward towards your truth, towards what you desire. But this is also saying that as you're balancing things, okay, there are going to be moments during this time where you might have people like trying to cheat you. I'm not trying to speak negativity over you or anything like that, but just be mindful of that, because it can be for a very specific Pisces that you're conquering this fear, you're moving forward in your greatness, you have this way with words and you're balancing the scales and you think you're being really fair, and somebody's going to try and like pull the wool over your eyes. Seriously, they're just going to try and take advantage. And this is where you stand up for yourself. It is. You choose your battles, but that's a battle that you need to stand up and say, no, this is my worth, this is my power, this is who I am, and that's just that. Your heart and your head are not being as open as they should be, okay? That's what Spirit is showing me here. There's also a sense of, things not being as cutting, okay, as sharp as sword energy can be. So there's a mellowing of this, but your heart and your head need to have this conversation, because it can be that your heart is taking over too much. You do have a lot of swords when it comes to your heart. So it's almost like your mind is taking over. Not almost. Your mind is taking over more than your heart is, than your emotions. And that's a good thing, yes, in some senses. But in order to be as powerful as you are, in order to have that power, that beauty, that prosperity, that abundance really overflow and keep on overflowing in your life, you need to embrace the emotional side of things, Pisces. That's just who you are. So as you cut through doubts and fears, as you know your mind, you need to have that open conversation between mind, between logic, and between emotion. Or else, it just causes anxiety. It causes anxiety, doubts, fears, apprehension. It makes you feel disconnected, okay? If you have a tendency to overanalyze, this is going to be a time where that tendency might be flaring up just a bit, okay? Because there's something very much that you're working towards, and your heart is trying to be so terribly logical so that you succeed, that you might psych yourself out. And it's like, well, what if I drop the ball? What if I fail? What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? And it's like, okay, fair. That is something to be worried about. But that's not something to, sorry, I have a cough drop. That's not something to have to, eat up all your sleeping time. Eat up every aspect of you, because it just makes things too much. And so here with the Nine of Swords, it's like, look at what you desire, look at what you need, and don't fret, because you can worry and worry and worry until the cows come home, and then worry some more. And it's not going to change it. It's just not. People see you as strong. Actually, people see you as kind of like, wow, strong. Wow, strong. Things start to come your way. You start to really see things, get focused, move forward. And so with the strength card, it's like, wow. You also have strong Leo presence within your public self, okay? This strength, this beauty, this passion, this power, it guides you forward. This is a time frame, July 23rd to August 22nd. So around the end of July, you might see yourself really, pushing forward, really, finding a groove, finding a passion. And it comes from your heart, it comes from what you love, it comes from your soul, yourself. And it also helps you see, what you stand up for, where you say, this is me, this is what I want. And what you say, no, this is a battle I'm not engaging in. I don't need to worry about this. I don't need to obsess over this. I'm letting this go. And that's going to show your real power. That's going to show your real ability, especially in the workplace where you're not going to step on every stone. And sometimes you need to go through a time in your life where you stepped on every stone, And then it leads you to the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is thinking. The Page of Wands is contemplating, is taking everything in, to follow their passions, to move towards their truth, to go after what they desire, to know what it is that they want. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It is a sense here of, I'm taking this in. I'm looking at what I love, and I'm looking at how I can have that conversation between heart and self, but also releasing the bitingness of the mind, kind of like the way that the mind thinks, things have to have a severe plan, and saying, I will let things move forward naturally and beautifully. And as I do so, I will see that passion starts erupting. There's this fire that starts erupting in you. There's a passion, a desire, a beauty. And it moves you to temperance, to balance, to an understanding of spiritual and personal self, to a power of what you desire. It's like, okay, I see this. The balance comes in. The questions come in. The harmony starts to show. And you see things so much more clearly through the patience and, the lessening of anxiety. And you're like, oh, okay, I get it. And the I getting it, like people see that. People are like, oh, you see something. You're seeing something completely differently. Or there's a change in you. You're behaving so differently. And it's in a really good way. All right? And people are going to be a bit surprised. And not like that they didn't expect it of you, but they're just going to be surprised. And they're going to be like, wow, what changed? Or what's happening? And it's something to be excited about, Pisces. It really is. This temperance, this balance, this healing that comes in. And you're walking away from something. You're walking away from something you once thought you would love. And I would really say that this has to do with the heart and with the fact that you're being so logical within your heart. And it's like, okay. And it's because you're making that shift. You're making that shift within your heart self of like, okay, this is what I need. This is what I want for my life. This is where I need to be. And it can be a little bit heartbreaking at times. It's like, wow, I didn't expect that. But it's also healing. And as you walk away, you embrace a freedom that you didn't realize you missed. Let's dive deeper. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides guide this message. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides guide this message. Show me clearly. Ooh, okay. This one first. Angels and spirit guides guide this message. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides guide this message. All right. So we have the Three of Coins, the Page of Cups, which is you, and again, the King of Swords. So strong, strong, strong air sign presence within your private self, okay? So within your inner self, it could be a person, it can be that your mind is really on point, okay? You are being this king, you are ruling this kingdom. You're also going to feel like the movement is kind of restricted because think of it as like chess. The king can only move in a restricted way, the Queen has this freedom of movement here, okay? And then we have the King of Coins, so that's beautiful, your heart, prosperity. This is also Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Wands, so prosperity and passion coming together and knowing when to choose your battles. So that's awesome. It's like your heart knows you're going to be successful. There's something that you're starting, there's something that you're doing. The Strength card, again, on top of the Strength card, that's awesome. Nine of Cups, prosperity, success. The Death card, everything balancing out. And Death card is the great equalizer. It's a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. But it's also seeing that things play themselves out in the most unlikely and, intense of ways. So with the Three of Coins, you're working with others, but it's a solo act. Okay, they're not really helping you as much as they think they're helping you, but it brings prosperity. And I'm seeing threefold. Spirit is saying threefold prosperity. And so that's beautiful. You're getting what you want threefold. You're being a student. And that's also one of the things that's really going to help move you forward to what you love. Also in this duality of what you love, in this duality of what you're doing, right? You're also going to get inspiration in the most unlikely of places. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, seriously? Yeah, it's going to inspire you. It's going to move you forward. And then the King of Swords, this knowledge, this determination, this cutting to the facts, this power of speech, this beauty of communication, okay? Is just such a powerful force for you. Utilize it. Utilize it during this time for your career, for moving forward, okay? Because you have a way with words and a way of bringing people in that's absolutely amazing. The King of Coins, prosperity, success, abundance, right? Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you're moving forward in success. You are standing your ground for what you want, okay? And then you have the King of Wands, where passion, prosperity, what you desire coming in. And so here you have strong, strong, strong kingly energy. There's a strong, passionate, powerful, quote unquote, masculine energy to you. It's like, I'm getting the job done. I'm going after it. I'm cutting right to the chase of it. And there's nothing that's going to hold me back. Things are coming to you. They're going to be drawn to you. Success, prosperity. There's an ability here to calm a situation and to calm things without having to engage negatively, okay, without having to get like aggressive towards things or angry or anything like that. It's strength through peace. It's strength through harmony. And that's really going to bring you what you desire. It's going to start calling prosperity, bounty into your life. And others are seeing it first before you see it. You're sitting here, you're looking outward, and you don't see all the blessings that are behind you, but they are. And they're gorgeous, and they were, designed for you. And that's beautiful. Scorpio energy right here, a time frame, October 23rd to November 21st. Dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. Great equalizer, though. Seeing that everybody has their day. Everybody's life goes in cycles. And that's beautiful. So let's see the people who are going to be aiding you during this time. Pisces, July 2020. Money and career. Who is going to be aiding Pisces? Ooh, okay. This King of Swords. My goodness. He is coming through. Who's going to be aiding Pisces, July 2020? Money and career. Okay. These three. Right there. So this King of Swords, definitely a friend, not a foe. All right. This is a person you want in your corner. Quote unquote masculine energy. It can be a female, most definitely, or somebody who identifies as female, who, they're just a force. And they might not know they're a force. They might sit there and think, oh, haha, Pisces. Or they might very well know it. And they're like, no, this is what you do. This is what needs to be done. And they're going to be very straight to the chase, very kind of clear talking. I see this as a Gemini energy, okay, because of the Gemini card right here with the King of Swords. But it doesn't have to be. It could be a Libra. It can be Aquarius. But they're speaking to the duality of your nature. It can also be why you're being so very logical. Okay, when it comes to your heart, you're like, no, I have to be logical about this. Don't forget to be you. Don't forget to be you. You can't be them. You just can't be. Then we have the Princess of Wands, Okay, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody who is younger, somebody who is looking at things with fresh eyes, who is, going deeper into what they want. And this is a very passionate person who has the best of intentions as they're helping. They might be a little bit overeager, yes, but best of intentions. Star card, Aquarius energy. So also with the King of Swords, Aquarius energy coming through. Okay, time frame January 20th to February 18th. This can be this can be an aspect of your personality, is what Spirit just said, but this is also, somebody very balanced within the spiritual and within the mundane. And there's a sense of a peace and a calm to them that's really going to attract you to them. There's a harmony, and your souls sing to the same harmony. And then we have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Quote unquote masculine energy. A lot of masculine energy is positively around you during this time. Embrace it. Embrace it. This is going to be like, this needs to be done. We need to move forward this way. This is what needs to happen. And that's going to be moving you forward really, really, really powerfully. All right. This is somebody who's very serious. Somebody, this is even like, when it has time, when it's to do with money, this is really getting good advice. This could be also, talking to people about money, about finances, about the way you want to move forward. Okay, plans for the future coming in. It's powerful, it's real, and it's beautiful. So let's see what your spirit animal, Pisces, July 2020, money and career. Pisces, July 2020, money and career, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, fantastic. So we have the seahorse spirit, which right here says watch and wait. So there's going to be a lot of times where you really want to just kind of run forward and all of a sudden have everything happen. Watch and wait. It will unfold, and it will unfold beautifully. Your subconscious message for this time. Okay, just straighten this just a little bit. Okay. Personally, it's the Chariot. So this is Cancer energy, okay, June 21st to July 22nd, and this is following your heart. This is listening to your heart, your soul, yourself. This is a Cancer energy. This is somebody who can't be told how to love or who to love, and who really moves forward with their heart, with their soul, with the essence of them. Your subconscious tarot message starts with the Emperor. All right, you have the Emperor. No, you don't have the Emperor. You have here this power, this masculine energy, this coming together of kings. And you have here 3 kings. Oh my goodness. So this is a divine message. Kings do help you move forward, okay? This is a time of kings. This is a time of kingliness or kingly wealth for you. And you're embracing that energy of kings. You have 2 kings up here, okay, to help you along your way. And you have the subconscious guidance of an emperor, of somebody who is absolutely powerful. And then your next subconscious tarot message is the 6 of Cups. This is releasing a lot of things from your past, whether they be good or whether they be bad. It's like, okay, now it's time to embrace the present and move forward in my present understanding, my present truth, and my present power. It doesn't have to just be from childhood. It can also be from adolescence or early adulthood, where there is something that you're letting go. It's a scar that is like the first thing that comes to your mind when you say let go. And it's like, oh, okay, like I have to let go of, XYZ. Then you have self-mastery. Now, this is the solar plexus chakra, right? And this is a mastery of self. This is embracing of power. This is beauty, prosperity, success, bounty coming in. And this is like, no, I know what I'm doing. I know who I am. I got this. And it leads you to your subconscious spirit animal message, which is the mouse spirit, which I think is so terribly cute. And it says, tend to the small things. Tend to the small things. Because they matter. And they matter very much to you. Don't forget, everybody thinks it's big, grand gestures. It's going to be the small things, holding a door open for somebody, or, 6 feet of, separation during this time and everything like that. But, doing nice little things. Doing nice little things get remembered. And that's going to be the backbone of this time for you. in the way that you really connect with people, because people are going to see a genuine kindness, and a genuine kindness is rare. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe.